Hi Cloud 10 Beauts, welcome back to our YouTube channel. New Year's Eve is almost upon us and it's about time we started thinking about our makeup looks for the biggest party night of the year. Today's tutorial is all about making a statement with a super sultry smoky eye and a badass bold lip inspired by Kylie Jenner. Keep on watching to find out how we achieve this look that is sure to have you entering 2017 with a bang. Every good base starts with a good primer, and today we're going to start by priming our face with a professional primer from Benefit. This is a super silky mattifying face primer that will have you saying bye-bye to your pores. For foundation, we're going to use the Amazing Cosmetics Amazing Concealer Foundation. We're going all out with our makeup for the biggest party night of the year, so we want it to last all night long, and this stuff is hardcore. It's oil-free, water-resistant, and promises to last all day long, perfect for a night like this, so we're going to buff it into our skin using our F20 from Blank Canvas Cosmetics. Time to cover some blemishes, this time with another product from Amazing Cosmetics, this time the Amazing Concealer. This stuff is super highly pigmented, so a little really does go a long way. We're just using the same shade as our foundation and patting it on any areas that needs a little bit of extra help. Our contour has to be extra fleeky on New Year's Eve, so it's time to bring out the big guns. Using the So Sue by Suzanne Jackson Complete Contour Palette, we're going to take shade 1 on a concealer brush and place it everywhere that we want to highlight, so underneath the eyes, down the bridge of the nose, in the middle of the forehead, the cupid's bow and the chin. And we're going to look like this. And if you're not feeling the look of a tribal princess this New Year's Eve, you're going to take a damp makeup sponge and blend all of that out. This one here is a Cloud 10 Beauty makeup sponge that isn't yet available, but keep your eyes peeled. Now for the good stuff. We're going to take shade 2 from the So Sue Complete Contour Palette on an F36 brush from Blank Canvas Cosmetics, and we're going to start mapping out all of the areas that we want to contour. You know the drill, from the top of your ear to the corner of your mouth to make those cheekbones pop, and if you want you can add a little along your hairline, your jawline and down the sides of your nose. Next, we're going to take our F20 brush that we used for our foundation and we're going to blend all of those harsh lines out to make for a super flawless contour. Nothing screams party night to us more than a little bit of baking, and no, we do not mean the type of baking that you do in an oven. So we're going to take some of our Face Atelier translucent ultra loose powder on our makeup sponge and pack that on all of the areas that we have highlighted. This may look a little heavy now, but we're going to let that sit for a little bit while the heat from our face sets our highlight, and then we're going to dust it off using a big fluffy brush. This is going to leave us with a really flawless finish. It's going to help to make all of our highlighted areas appear much brighter, and it's also going to help to make our base last all night long. Now that we've set our highlight, we also want to make sure that our contour stays in place all night long, so we're going to take shade 6 on an F04 from Blank Canvas Cosmetics and deepen that contour even more. Next, for a little bit of highlighter, we're going to take shade 5, which is actually a cream highlighter, on our ring finger and dab that on the tops of our cheekbones and into our brow bone for a little bit of glitz. We're also going to pop a little bit on the tip of our nose and on our cupid's bow to make our lips appear more full. On to blush, we're going to be using the Sleek Makeup blush in the shade Suede. This is the perfect shade to use when you're going for more of a contoured look. It's just going to bring a little bit of colour back into your cheeks. Time to bring these brows back to life. Today we're going to be using Ka-Brow from Benefit. This is an eyebrow cream gel that comes with a built-in angled brush in the cap. So cute. This is a really nicely buildable brow gel, so great if you're looking for more of a natural look or if you're looking for a little bit of drama. We're going to go with the drama. This is another waterproof product, so these babies won't be going anywhere until you say it's time to go. Time to start on the eyes. First, we're going to prime using the Put a Lid on It primer from the BAM Cosmetics. This primer dries super quickly and it's going to ensure that our shadows last all night long. For shadows, we're going to be using the beautiful Master Series palette from Blank Canvas Cosmetics. First, we're going to take the shade Lily on a fluffy brush. This is just a cream coloured eyeshadow to set the primer. Next, we're going to take the shade Goddess on a flat shader brush and we're going to use that to highlight our brow bone and make it pop. To start off this smoky eye look, we're going to take the shade Brazen on a pointed crease blender, the E32 from Blank Canvas, and we're going to sweep that straight through the crease. Just remember to keep on blending. We're going for a really blown out smoky eye look here, so we're going to sweep that same shade straight underneath the lower lash line to intensify the smokiness. The next shade we're going to go into is Cocoa, which is a really nice warm toned brown. We're going to take our E26 from Blank Canvas Cosmetics and start to focus that on the lid and then blend it into the crease, just not up quite as high as the first shade. And don't forget to smoke it out underneath, the smokier the better. Next we're going to mix a little bit of Downtown and Hickory on that same E26 brush, but this time we're going to focus it a lot closer to the lash line. So we're going to pat it onto the lid and blend it up into Cocoa, allowing for that really nice gradient smoky eye. We're going to need a little more control to blend under the eye this time, so we're going to take a pencil brush with those same two colours and blend really closely to the lash line. Just keep blending with a clean brush until there are no harsh lines. Next we are going to line our lashes using the Eye of Horus Liquid Define to prepare for some falsies. If you struggle with liquid liner, this stuff is your soulmate. The felt tip will make your life so much easier. Kylie lined with a nude pencil, so we're gonna line with a nude pencil. This one here is the Eye of Horus Goddess pencil in the shade Sahara Nude. They're waterproof and smudge proof and come in a bunch of different colours, so you do you. We're gonna pop on a little bit of mascara before we put on our falsies. This is the Volume Reveal Mascara from Bourjois. It's super lengthening, defining and volumizing and comes with a 3x zoom mirror, which is pretty handy for travel. For lashes, we're going to be using the Sosu Luxury Lashes in the style Kim. They're super textured and fluffy and perfect for New Year's Eve. And lastly, on to lips. Today we're going to be creating a two-toned lip, which means we're going to be using a darker lip liner and a slightly lighter lipstick. So we're starting off by lining the lips with the Sleek Makeup Oh La La liner pencil in the shade Raisin. So we're lining our lips and then we're going to go in and fill in the edges with this lip liner. This is what's going to create the depth at the outer corners of the two-toned lip. Next we're going to go in with the Sleek Makeup Lip VIP lipstick in the shade Scandalous. This is a fab ruby red shade that also has a little bit of a shimmer, so it's perfect for the party season. So we're going to apply that all over the lips and then we're going to go back in with our liner just to create a little bit more depth at the outer corners. And once that is done, the look is finished. So there you have it, a super fun, sultry and festive party look for this New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve is all about making a statement, so don't forget to have a little bit of fun with your makeup. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and make sure to click the subscribe button for some more videos. We'll see you all again in our next one. Happy New Year!